Thanks for joining us. Get ready for the NBA here on 2K Sports. Fasten your seatbelts. Game 5 of the Eastern Conference Finals. It'll be the Philadelphia 76ers facing off against the Boston Celtics. On tap, next.
Feel like they're still in this, and they are. If they can not only win this game, but win it big, that might swing a lot of the momentum back their way, and Game 6 will become very interesting at that point. Broke out the finger roll. That was a stylish finish.
Let's get this up and down from Willis. Clippers across the way on the sideline.
Kevin, here's what the Celtics head coach had to say when we spoke just a few minutes ago. He seemed very upbeat despite being in a do-or-die situation. He said it might not be the ideal circumstance for us, but this series is far from over. I've got every reason to believe we can win in front of our home fans and put the pressure right back on them.
He's good. That kind of power move has become a trademark for him. He's got all the sort of issues they have on defense. Hard, at least. He was on the road. You have to be sharp when you go out and play as a physical. Yeah, everything has to be tough. You can lose in any aspect of your game. You're fighting against the crowd and the opponent. You've got to be tougher, mentally and physically, if you're going to win on the road.
And so here's Philadelphia. By the Celtics. As it goes, that's going to be a foul. Just around a minute and a half into the first quarter. It's tipped. Here's the break. And he lobs it up toward the rim. Slams it in.
Incredible timing on the alley-oop.
He absolutely hammered it down.
And that's the play we're going to remember when this game is all said and done.
For Boston, they've got their first 3 shots to go in for to start off this game. Bird gets the damage. And the shot is good. He just got his first bucket in this one.
Four straight shots to get this thing going. He won't miss many of those, especially with the defender not in the best of positions here. First team. Just over 2 minutes. like that.
Yeah, me too, Clark. I think anytime you have success pounding the ball inside, you got to continue to go to the well.
Collins passes the Chiefs. Now about 3 minutes gone in the first quarter. Pass to Bowen. They set the pick. Intercepted by Jones, and they hit it back off on the limb. Here's Hollins. Taken down. Fades and shoots. That's good. Hollins has got his second bucket of the game to go.
You know, next time he has that much space, he should just go straight up with it and leave the fadeaway at home. Park that fadeaway. Take the shot that's available.
Bird outside. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Archibald. Perfected touch it around the way. Beautiful.
Took advantage of some shoddy defense there. They got to at least get a free throw.
And Irving has it. It's rejected. And that's on bounds. Philadelphia loses the possession. Maravich defending. Shot misses. They get a hand on it. The Celtics with the lead. And that's out of bounds. Boston will retain possession. Still Celtics ball. Here is Maravich. Back to Bird. 6 to shoot. It's Maravich on the wing. Goes back up, and it's blocked by Hollins. Pass to Cheeks. They kick out to Irving. Maravich defending.
Always some entertainment value when you go with the windmill jig.
Yeah, rim shaker and Steve a wrist breaker.
Outrageous. Man.
Floats one. Here's Collins. And they will get the basket with both decisions. They rule goaltender.
He got there late, but you do have to like the aggressiveness to go after the block. But that's not the count.
Here's Cheeks. And the shot is good.
Boy, that was impressive, Clark. He did not hesitate to take the ball right up against the bigger defender.
Boy, I like that aggressive mindset there.
Hit his foot. And it's whistled a kick. Four on the shot clock. Here's Collins. And Jones pulls it down.
Not a sight you see very often. I mean, he has a great feel for that jump shot, especially when he's open.
And this one in the lead.
These defenders look overmatched right now, especially inside.
Yeah, you look at the numbers, 10 of the last 12 points have come from close range, so I agree.
So it's the Celtics now. Trailing by 2. Out to Bird. He passes to Maravich. It's stolen by Jones. Irving attacking. The pass to Chiefs. Back to Irving. Defended by Bowen. From 15 feet away. And shot. No good.
Able to get out to this lead without really getting a very reliable performance on the field.
Good. Excellent D there from Hollins. The 76ers have gone 7 of 12 from the field here in the first quarter. Irving passes to Dawkins. Back to Irving. Again, Irving missing.
This quarter is really good off the ball. These folks are a little bit unsettled.
Irving with the steal. Inside Irving.
76ers.
But great hustle defensively through 2 quarters of play. Testing everything, ready to rack up those block shots.
Guys, another big aspect of their game tonight has been the fast break, transition opportunity. They're really keeping it up tempo so far.
Archibald defending by Pierce. And now the fast break. Irving with the ball. He lines it up. Brings it in. Now it's a 6-point 76ers lead.
Soft touch on both ends of that pretty alley-oop.
Now, I gotta say, Clark, when he threw the pass, I didn't know where it was going to go.
We saw it ended up right where it was supposed to, in the basket.
I don't think anybody knew where it was going to go.
Easy layup bucket coming out of the break.
You know, the defense didn't exactly try to fight around that screen. That's why it turned into the easy basket.
Dawkins gets to Holmes. On the way to the Bird coming. And one's good. Irving's got 8 points.
You know, his ability is matched only by his energy, guys. I mean, he's usually in the middle of everything for his team.
Here's Mirovic. And set back by Irving.
He's killing it with his poor shooting. The defense is more than willing to give him those shots now.
And it's Philadelphia.
You know, he's got a quick trigger from that range when he senses that the defense has backed off.
Celtics trail by 8. Archibald defended by Holmes. Gets it to Bird. Bird left side. Down low. Irving with the steal. Here's Cheeks. Defended by Bowen. On the wing. Cheeks. Philadelphia.
This defense has been way too soft early on. They've got to start playing with some energy.
You know, Steve, do something, anything to throw their shooters out of rhythm is what's got to happen here.
Philadelphia leading by 8. Irving passes to Dawkins. Loose.
They tried to step in and cut him off. Just not quick enough.
And we have the benefit of replay, so I think they got that right, which is the case most times, even though fans don't think so.
And the 76ers with a completely new group now. There's the pick. Here's Slade. Yes, and it's Ellis picking up the assist.
They ran that inbounds play perfectly there to get the quick hitter.
Here's Collins. Here's Teagues. Here's Ward. It's blocked. Here's Maxwell. Maxwell. Now it's just a 4-point 76ers lead.
And they're beginning to fall apart a little bit defensively, especially inside.
That's 4 straight buckets now at the rim.
Fades back. And that one's good. And the 76ers lead by 6. Celtics shooting well right out of the gates here at around 50%. It's going to be a goaltending contest, so they'll count the bucket.
We thought he had that one clean, but the ref saw it differently. They'll count the basket.
Philadelphia shooting in front of their comfort zone so far. In this one, 57% from the field. Collins, good.
What a start to this game. The offense is both dominating.
Tell you what, feels like a game on the playground. Forget about defense, just keep firing.
And there are the Celtics with another basket. The 76ers leading by 4. Feeds it to Armstrong. 76ers moving the ball over. Rebounded by Ellis.
I'm not narrow edge here and rebounding. I wonder how much that'll play going forward.
I like the way they've set the tone. They're going to continue to work at it. Rebounds will be key in this game, no question about it.
Ellis left side. Rocket 6. Slade is guarded by Collins. The offensive rebound. from Collins.
He's always going to have a difficult time finishing when the defense is in his face like that.
Here's Mix. He's been patient so far. The baseline jumper goes down. Celtics trail by 6. Slade. He started by Collins. Lost him in. McGinn. Down by Armstrong. Here's Philadelphia. 2 seconds up on the shot clock. Shot by Mix.
Wow, just a tremendous first quarter shooting the basketball for them, guys.
Yeah, when they put it up, it's going in.
Manning the pass to Maxwell. Inside, here's Primo. He drops him
Away at him inside, forcing that ball into the paint. Smash mouth basketball.
It's a strategy that has served them well in this opening half, Clark.
They take a risk with those long passes. They're lucky the D couldn't collect.
Here's Collins. Scoring here at the end of the first quarter. 76ers lead by 6. And the second quarter about to get started. We'll be back in just a moment. Welcome back to our coverage of the NBA Eastern Conference Finals as we get things started once again. And guys, what's your take so far in Philadelphia?
They set the tone there defensively with their shot blocking. They've been really intimidating down in the paint area.
You know, in the rest of the game, Steve, shooters will be looking around for the shot blockers because of what's happened in this quarter.
Celtics trail by 6. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineup. Courtesy of Gatorade as the second quarter gets going. On the court for the Celtics. The 76ers shooting has been fun to watch in this game. They're at 57%. Passes it to Mix. Defended by Hubbard. Baseline jumper. Shot by Mix. He has 6.
Sometimes folks forget about his decent mid-range jumper. He can knock those down all game given a chance.
Here is Slade. Can't hit. So Philadelphia will take it the other way. Here's Mix. Defended by Hubbard. No good. And Steve.
He operates pretty well in traffic, guys, but that is a tough play to finish off.
Here in the second quarter with a little over a minute gone. And there's the pass to him. 6 to shoot. Here's Slade. And what was that about? Not a good shot right there. Now the 76ers on the break. That's the Mix. That's one. Second quarter basketball, just over a minute to play. Collins grabs the miss. The 76ers leading by 8. From 11 feet away. Pass it to Mix. Backs down. Second chance effort. Blanket it down. Steve fights to the rim for the lane. 8 points for him. For Boston, they've gone 0-4 in the second quarter. Obviously, that needs to change. You tell us on the wing. Double by Carlson. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Manning. Hits from the high post. Here in the second quarter, it's playing a little over 2.5 minutes now. Here's Collins. Rebound Boston. Here's Slade. Collins grabs the miss. Collins has got his 4th scoring now. Now it's a timeout called by Boston.
Yeah, he definitely saw some. Now he's going to make some adjustments.
I'm not sure what it was, but he clearly wanted something to change out there.
Here in the second quarter, just under 3.5 minutes played, and Bird backs him in. Archibald, defended by Cheeks. And Dawkins pulls it down. Oh, good shot. Goes to the goaltending call.
He almost got to that shot in time, but not quite. He can't touch the ball once it's all the way down.
Irving's checked in for the 76ers. Cheeks. Jones uses to Irving. Jones. Uses the balls to finish the way. Jones has got his first points in this one.
Not much the defense can do once he gets to the bucket.
Celtics trail by 10. Archibald, defended by Cheeks. Here is Archibald. And that one's good. He has 6.
That's where you like to get shots, inside and close to the hoop.
76ers have gotten 50% of their second quarter shots to find the mark. 4-9 all total. And that is good.
3 consecutive baskets have come right at the rim. Defense had better start buckling down and tightening up.
Yeah, they're getting exposed right now.
And the Celtics will possession here. The main shot from Irving. Bird is screen on Cheeks. 5 to shoot. Here's Collins. Irving with the steal. And now here comes Jones. And the polish off the break.
Textbook example there of how to use defense to create offense.
Yeah, beautiful transition play after the steal all the way to the basket.
Wasted no time going from defense to offense.
Feels like they're starting to pick up the intensity as the game itself starts to get a little more tight. They did play what Trinity's do. So this is the system.
Now that's against Irving. Outside Irving. The 76ers tack on 2 more.
They're on fire from mid-range, guys. They found a weakness in the defense, and they're exploiting it to a T.
Not often you see a team rely on that shot like they have.
Boston has possession. A 12-point game. Somehow, ignores the top team and gets the lead. 8 points for him.
Well, he's been a real positive factor for them today. As a team, they have negatives mixed in there as well.
We'll get to that one quite in time, Kevin. Those can be tough to gauge sometimes.
Now you can tell what the crowd thinks about that call.
Yeah, they erupted as soon as the whistle blew.
And Philadelphia to get change here. Collins is checked in.
Boy, he's really doing a nice job taking advantage of what the defense is giving.
Pass to Cheeks. He dishes it to Holland. And to go. And the Celtics take it the other way. Good with Jones covering. Here's the pass to Bowen. Off the pick. And it's Boston with another.
Great job of utilizing that screen and finding space to knock down the jumper. Good basketball.
Here's Cheeks. And there's the feed to Jones. There's again. And boy, that looked like goaltending. Yes, it is. And so they will award the basket there.
He almost got to that shot in time, but not quite. You can't touch the ball once it's on the way down.
A lot of noise coming from these fans. Pretty unhappy with that call.
Amateur officials in the crowd, and not one of them likes it.
To the paint, Collins. And goaltending is going to be the call. So they get the basket there anyway.
Nice pass there to set that bucket up.
Yeah, guys, and that's 10 of their last 12 points now coming off of this.
Collins gets to Jones.
Boy, having a tough time
chase down the shooter.
And Steve, he's also the player they rally around at the defensive end. I mean, they cause some real havoc when he's out there running the show defensively.
And that one falls for Jones. Celtics trail by 11. This is the first. Shot clock at 6. Here's Collins. Rebound by the 76ers. Irving's got 3 rebounds so far in the game. It's intercepted. 3 on 3. Here's Collins. The shot is up. Some solid defense right there from Dawkins. Philadelphia leading by 11. And Irving backs in. He kicks it to Jones. Here's Collins. And again. Another shot. Can't get it to go. Good work defensively by Mirovic. Defended by Cheeks. Stolen away. Now the 76ers on the break. Irving passes to Hollins. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist. Hollins has got 6.
Yeah, he put himself in great position to finish that break off, guys. Yep, right to the rack.
Archibald defended by Hollins.
That's foul number 2. Foul number 1 sitting in entirely, but another one before halftime. They could
That's his second personal foul. First team foul.
Archibald defended by Hollins. Time on the clock. Here's Archibald.
these calls can be some of the toughest in the game for the official.
It all happened so fast. I really think that was the right call. The defender was not really set in that situation.
So it's the Celtics now. Trailing by 13. Out the top. And Irving with the rebound. To the middle. Here's Jones. Backs him down. Shoots from the post. No good. Well, the Celtics shooting from the field. 44%. Not bad. Shot is full run.
Cheeks. That's his second personal foul.
Pass to Boone. Dish to Mirovic. Doubled by Hollins. Mirovic the pass to Boone. Knocked away. Clock is at 3. For 3. Mirovic. Out of bounds. Philadelphia takes possession. 76ers decide to take their first time out here.
Let's keep it going for your Celtics day.
76ers leading by 13. And Irving backs in. And it's out of bounds. The Celtics will take it the other way.
Celtics ball.
Boston's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Good, Kevin. I mean, too many empty trips. They need to
Kept them alive. Takes it off the glass. 14 points for him.
The points just keep coming for him this quarter. And just at the right time, too, as they try to narrow the deficit.
And that one's good, Irving. And the 76ers lead by 13.
You know, he started out hot, and he's only gotten hotter. He could be in for one of those games.
Looking to end his road spell. No good for Mirovic. Philadelphia shooting the ball beautifully in the second quarter. They're at 55% from the field. Their whistle for a blocking foul, and it's back to the line.
Talk about a terrific game. Let's go. 9 points. He's added a skill to his stat line also. That's obviously not a big number, but he's doing some valuable defensive work.
Vincent Jones stands with him. 1:30 left in the second quarter.
scoring this quarter has been off the charts. And clutching the game as a result. Can't change that. No good from Myers.
The defense needs to play tighter than them, and that's exactly what they did to force that miss. Well done.
Here's Hutchinson. And puts it on the boards to pick up a second chance pass.
If you battle for the offensive rebound and come up with it, you're guaranteed a high-quality shot. It's followed just like he got there.
Gets it to go. 44 seconds left now here in the second. Smooth and solid finger roll.
Well, we've seen that more than a few times. An easy bucket in the lane.
Yeah, the interior defense simply has been lighting.
This is the Chiefs. Jones. Bird covered. The 10-footer. Irving dishes to Jones. Bird covering. Second chance shot. Off the left rim. Outside the village. And with that, the lead is turned to single digits. Inside the time to beat the buzzer. So we reach the end of the first half of play. 76ers on top. They're up by 9. And we'll have the start of the second half when we come back after the break. But right now, let's go over to Damon Bruce with the Sprint Halftime Show.
Now, presented by Sprint.
Hello out there and welcome to the Halftime Report as the conference finals continue on 2K Sports. For Philadelphia, they have the lead against Boston. They're looking to wrap up this series in Game 5. And the Celtics still keeping at it. They're crashing the offensive glass with reckless intensity, tremendous hustle. Thanks so much for being with us. Now let's get back to Boston as the third quarter gets underway.
The Sprint Halftime Report, presented by Sprint.
And we're back here at Game 5 with more action about to get underway. Really an incredible game so far from Irving.
Well, his ability to disrupt passes, get a hand on the ball, force a turnover, make a steal. It's been really impressive.
When he defends you, he basically forces you to play perfect. Any lapse of concentration, and he'll pick your pocket.
Celtics trail by 9. So on the floor for Philadelphia. They've got Jones. He's out there with Dawkins. Sheets is out there with Irving. And it's Jones in the 3 for one. And Philadelphia has possession. Nice from Irving. No good from Myers.
I tell you what, Coach, I bet he won't miss that shot next time he takes it.
Archibald. That's good to go. He's got 12. The 76ers leading by 7. And it's out of bounds. The Celtics will take it the other way. Remains Boston ball. Celtics shooting pretty well, 46% from the floor. It's blocked by Dawkins. And he's going up for the
The lead just froze on that ridiculous offensive sequence.
Well, Clark, that jump alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop.
Yeah, that just added more to it.
Yeah, what a beautiful connection on that play.
Here is Mirovic. After the main shot from Irving. Good.
Well done, finishing that one off.
Philadelphia shooting 53% from the floor. They locked in. Collins kicks to Jones. It's blocked by Bird. He gives it to Collins. And Boston with the rebound. Bird's got 5 rebounds tonight.
A little bit chilly from the field at the start of this third quarter. On the floor.
Has got 10 points in the game. Celtics trail by 7. Time call here. The Celtics decide to go. Michael was sitting one night.
Continues to light them up. They have to find a way to make them work on the first point.
It's stolen by Jones. And they're on the break. Shoots a shot. And now it's a 9-point 76ers lead.
So deflating for a team. Are coughing up the ball at one end, and then it turns into immediate points at the other end.
And it's just as much of a boost for the team getting those extra points off the steal.
So they award the basket.
You got there late, but you do have to like the aggressiveness to go after the block. That was going to count.
Bird pulls it in. Bird's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Marriage gets to Bird. And so he tries to foul on the shot. Trip to the line to shoot 2.
The offense just getting right to the rim. At least they saved the layup with the foul.
That's old school basketball rules. I mean, at the end of the day, no easy layup. Earn it from the line. Steady work at the free throw line. Just what we're used to seeing out of him.
Here's Cheeks. Defended by Bowen. Cheeks. Cheeks has got 4 points now in the quarter.
Well, I tell you what, when you get this kind of effort and efficiency from him, they're a really hard team to beat.
Stanovic. Ball's not loose. Carries it down low. He's got 20.
He is setting this place on fire, fella. His shooting has been off the chart.
Pulls up on the way. Off the back of the rim. Celtics clear by 5. Here we go. Archibald. Can't get it to go. Good work defensively by Jones. To the inside.
Signature slam right there for the big man. How many of those have we seen?
Shot is no good. Now Boston takes it the other way. Now, here is Mirovic. He has 6. No one near him. Dawkins pulls it down. And it's off target. Not sure why he took that one.
That's a great shot if there's 1 second left in the game.
Yeah, that would be the good time to do it. Not now.
On the wing, Mirovic. To tie. Mirovic missing again. The 76ers leading by 3. Jones backs down. Tries it from that. That's good. Jones has got 13 points. The Celtics have gotten 6 of the 12 shots to drop for him here in the second half so far. And Jones over the hill. Mirovic with it. Jones covering.
I don't know if this is a 10-second time to play. In a close game, the important thing is the 2 points, not the dramatic.
Here's Owens. Following the bucket by the Celtics. Bird pulls it in. Bird's got rebound number 6. Blocked. Here's Owens. Defended by Bowen. And that one's good. And let's get your take, guys, in the hustle stats for the 76ers.
You know, block shots, guys, a clear indicator on the stat sheet of their excellent defense. I mean, leaving them no room to get off any shots.
And I'll tell you the other thing that's been a factor is the transition game. They're scoring a lot of points on the fast break.
Here is Mirovic after the made shot from Owens. Just 5 to shoot. And he uses the zone. He's got 16.
Well, this quarter has gone awfully well for him. It seems like every chance he's gotten, he's pretty much in the ring.
And that one goes off. Celtics trail by 3. Here's Bowen. Bird does 7. Bird's got his 4th assist in this one. And Irving backs in. Hines. 18 feet out. Jones, the pass to Dawkins. Second shot opportunity. And that's 2 points on the layup. Jones has got 15 points.
Very nice pickup of the offensive rebound. And once he gets his hands on it, you know it's going back up and back in.
Boston with the ball. It's a three-point game. Inside. On the line, Jones. Gives him the pass. And there's the call by the official.
He thought he had that one clean, but the ref saw it differently. They'll come back.
And that call gets an instant reaction from fans.
That's a whistle that did not go over very well.
Swing defended by Ward.
That's an instant violation. Celtics ball.
Celtics trail by 5. Puts it up. Here's Freeman. It's blocked. Philadelphia leading by 5. 18 feet out. Philadelphia.
Nice job again that time to add to their lead. I'll tell you what, they're doing everything right at this moment.
They're playing steadily in all aspects of the game, Steve. You're exactly right.
Shots off. Great D that time from Collins. To the basket makes.
Seems like he's got every single rebound today.
And it's fine. You're not going to see a guy with 20-plus boards too often. That's an impressive number.
But they recover it. Pass to Maxwell. Pocket 6. It's rebounded by Ward. Philadelphia shooting 45% from the field since coming out of the locker room at halftime. Here's Collins. Handed by Ward.
Can't get much better look on that.
Sure can. Not one you'd expect him to miss there.
This one, Freeman. He's again, and he lays it up and in.
Where was the box out? Too easy on that second chance opportunity.
Yeah, no box out is what happened there. Those kind of mistakes on the glass will kill the team.
And Philadelphia has possession. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. Next, he passes to Collins. And the best ball here. Collins has got 4 this quarter.
4 of their last 5 makes came off of a high-quality shot inside.
Yeah, that's textbook basketball. Having their way down low.
It's rebounded by Carson.
It just hasn't been a very good day for him. They need him to start burying some of those.
Collins has got 10 points in the game.
He shot the ball exceptionally well as they built this lead for themselves.
But they've been looking at a sink offensive.
You know what? A basket here would do a lot for their team.
76ers making the switch here. Hawkins checked in. Here's Maxwell.
Defensive foul. Steve Nicks. That's his first personal foul. Third team foul.
Slade. Started by Collins. 6 to shoot. The shot will not go. And it's Boston. And pushing it up. Here's Boston. Here's Collins. And 3 chances on that possession. But they just couldn't find a way to score. Here's Mix. 10 points for him. Second chance shot. Dawkins good. Dawkins has got 8 points.
Well, he recognized the advantage size-wise, and he went right at the defender. That's how you do it.
Celtics trail by 11. knocks it loose. We've got 1:18 left to play in the third. Maxwell, defended by Ward. Philadelphia leading by 11. Here's Collins. It's rebounded by Maxwell.
Really good work defensively. This coach has to be happy with his team. Yeah, forcing that miss right there. Great effort.
Cover. No good. And they can't put an end to this drive. Philadelphia shooting well. 50% from the floor. Collins has got 12 in the game.
Well, they've done a great job of getting into the middle of that defense and scoring in the paint.
Well, that's why they're on this run, guys. They're getting the ball inside and getting really high percentage.
The shot by Hawkins is no good.
So hard not to go for it when you see a chance for an alley-oop like there was there.
You know he wishes he had.
6-second difference between the shot and game play. Passes it to Hubbard. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Slay. And it's Bill Ryan, but he finally gets him to go. 8 points for him.
Boy, he can be a matchup nightmare inside the paint.
Pass to Max. That's the... Double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. 76ers lead by 11. And we're coming back in just a moment. Get ready for the fourth quarter of action when we return. Philadelphia leading by 11. Irving drives in. Gets it to go. Irving's got the fourth quarter going with the first basket of the period here for the 76ers.
I'll tell you what I love about him. His ability to finish even while absorbing contact. He's so strong. Even with defenders hanging all over, he continues to finish at the basket.
And something else he does is he's great off the dribble. He can take it to the rack or pull up. So as a defender, you don't know how to play it.
And for Philadelphia, they've got Chiefs. Hawkins is out there with Ricks. And it's Collins. And it's Irving at the first. And for Boston, always going up for the alley-oop here. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. And for Philadelphia, Collins is out there with Chiefs. And it's Mix. Then there's Irving. And it's Dawkins. And at the center, locking down the middle. Pass to Cheeks. Cross it from outside.
They're not showing too much respect for him defensively, are they?
Celtics trail by 14. And Bird, here we go. Gets the bucket.
One of the reasons they're behind is because we haven't seen enough of that. He needs to become a bigger part of the offense.
Here's Cheeks. Off target from outside.
In the rebounding game, it's been a strong physical performance for them.
But it has to translate, Clark, if they're going to cut into this league. They've got to convert those boards into points.
Slay. He's guarded by Collins. They're on the floor. Here's Bird. And Philadelphia grabs the miss. Collins has got 6 rebounds now in the game. Pulls it up. Cheeks is shooting. Cheeks has got 9 points here in the second half. The Celtics have gone 2 for 5 on field goal attempts in the fourth quarter. Hit his layup.
Defensive
And the
violation.
rest is on the kick ball. Jones checked in for Mix.
Bobby Jones.
They double team Bird. Tipped away. Out of bounds. Philadelphia takes possession. And here are the 76ers now. And Irving backs in. Pass to Cheeks. Back to Irving. Right side Irving. possession.
Difficult to explain that turnover. I mean, I guess he thought he had more room than he did, but he really lost his place on the court.
The Boston, they've gone 3 of 7 from the floor in the fourth. That's a 42% mark on the court. Rejected by Dawkins. Now the 76ers on the break. Jones backs down. And 2 free throws coming up as this is all. She's getting to listen to what he's off on the two. He's good on the second. And we're about 3.5 minutes into the fourth quarter. And the officials got a foul, reaching out and committing the intentional foul here, and his teammates are baffled.
Yeah, everybody's kind of looking at it like, what are you doing? I mean, I think he just lost track of the situation.
Feather touch into a beautiful. The 76ers leading by 11. Past the Chiefs. Funches a 3. And the 76ers call time here. And the 76ers making a change here. Collins is checked in. Doris Burke has some information for us. Doris?
Kevin, during that last break, I heard the 76ers coach as he addressed his team. Despite the loss, he told his guys to have confidence in you. Our backs against the wall before. You know what we need to do. Kevin, and they retake the lead.
And thank you, Doris. Now, here is Irvin. Looking to get back on track here. Another chance.
There's another opportunity, and everything's going right for these guys.
Good ball movement here by the 76ers. And Irving throws it down.
He could have tipped it home, but he wanted to give this crowd something to remember.
Dynamic work right there. Throw down that rebound.
Yes, sir.
No need to back it out if you're in position for the dunk.
And Boston has possession, trailing by 13. Outside Irving. He dishes it to Hollins. Cheeks. The feed to Hollins. Pushing it out. Here's Boston. Moves back up. The shot's good for Manny.
Some good second chances here in the second half, and that kind of extra effort will go a long way into cutting into this deficit.
Here's Hollins. Solid play in the low block, and that one's good. Celtics trail by 13. Here's Slay. A finger roll couldn't hit the box. Here's Hollins. Knocks him down. Shot clock at 6. Ooh, pulls it in. Bird's got rebound and retention after that last time. And there's the lead. Another shot. He lays it in. Got 26.
That's what they're hanging their hat on, down on the low block.
To me, that's the key to any game. Who can win the battle in the paint? And right now, they've got it going.
Maravich with Northern now by Irving. Manning the pass to Bird. To the middle. There's Slay. Good. It's Bird who got the assist. Bird's got a 6th assist on that. Here's Hollins. That's in. Fade. Let him fall. They run it in. Hollins has got 6 points in the quarter. Celtics trail by 11. Here's Collins. Philadelphia grabs the miss. Jones has got the glass covered here tonight. 11 boards for him. They get the rebound. Dishes it to Hollins. The second chance effort. Jump shot is good. Collins has got 12 points in just the second half. The Celtics shooting for the game at 42%. Back to Bird. Here's Collins. Can't get it to go. Nice D from Dawkins. The 76ers leading by 13. Here's Collins. The basket comes. Second foul on the shot.
The more touches he gets, the more this lead will grow. He has just been unconscious this quarter.
It down. Jones has got rebound number 12 here already in the game. Hit the floater, and it's blocked. And that'll be Philadelphia as it goes out of bounds. 76ers return possession. Here's Collins. Soft pass. Collins has got 12 now in this quarter.
He's finding all kinds of ways to get it done. What a quarter he's had.
They're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time getting the lid off the basket so far.
Nails the 16-footer. Collins has got 26 points. Celtics trail by 19. Maravich with it. He's picked up by Irving. Fouled by Collins. Here's Collins. Battles loose and lays it in. And he has 28 points for the game. Philadelphia's gotten just 1 of 4 3-pointers to go down for them here in the fourth. Collins dishes to Jones. The turnaround jumper. Again, Philadelphia.
You know, it's really hard not to notice the difference in the passing of these two teams today.
Yeah, look at the discrepancy in this assist column between these two teams.
And that one's good. Now the 76ers with it. They're on a 14-6 run. Collins passes to Dawkins. Bird pulls it in.
Well, they'll give him that shot. He doesn't have the most reliable jump shot in the world. We know that.
Here's Archibald. He's checked it by Jones, and he recovers it. Here's Collins. Here's Collins. Back to Jones. And it's sent back by Cheeks. Here's Hollins. Here's Jones. Dunker.
Terrific job of getting offensive rebounds and then converting those here in the second half. It's one thing to get the offensive rebound, but they turn the ball into good.
Austin with the ball. Shots gives him a double-double in this one. 10 points and 11 rebounds. The 76ers leading by 17. Collins kicks to Jones. Shot is blocked. And it's out of bounds. The Celtics will take it the other way. Boston ball. Timeout called by Boston. They're losing by 17. 1:49 left in the fourth quarter. So it's Boston with it. 1:43 left in the fourth quarter. Clock at 6. Back to Bird. All sorts of time. And the jumper is up the money.
Gotta love the use of the bounce pass there. Perfect feed.
And the 76ers call time here. They're in front by 15. We've got 1:28 left to play here in the fourth. Irving passes to Cheeks. Back to Irving. Some nice ball movement here by the 76ers. Pass to Dawkins. And takes that one up and powers it through.
Time to turn out the lights on this game.
I think they deserve a ton of credit for the way they played here today. Truly a professional display.
So it's the Celtics now. 17-point game.
He has not lost his focus today. Even when things haven't gone his team's way, he's still bringing it.
Get outside, get outside.
He kicks to Hollins. 58 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. The dish to Irving. There's a lead pass. Hollins kicks to Jones. And the shot is good. And the 76ers lead by 17.
Well, if it wasn't already out of reach, it is now thanks to this spurt.
Just keep on firing, man. No reason to slow down now.
It's off his leg. And they're saying he kicked the ball. Some changes for Philadelphia. Left here in the fourth quarter. Pass to Maxwell. Finishes it off with a one-handed jam.
He's very savvy in traffic. When he gets inside, has a kind of an uncanny way of shielding himself from contact and finding a way to finish at the rim.
And you know, Steve, he's as level-headed a player as there is. If there's ever been an occasion when he's gotten flustered, I can't recall it. I've not seen it.
Boston shooting 43% from the field. Passes to man.
I like the ball. I thought the defense was moving there.
Yeah, I think he slid underneath. Good blocking call. That's good.
Here's Maxwell. Off the inbound. He makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
Interesting. They're like a different team now. Suddenly, they've got energy.
You know, it's not going to change anything, though, other than to make their losing margin a little more respectable.
He feeds it to Collins. Off the mark, shot there. Here's Manning. And so the Philadelphia 76ers have won the series.
And you can see the elation on their faces. I mean, not just happiness, but pure excitement and joy to be headed to the NBA Finals.
A tremendous opportunity now, just 4 wins away from a championship.
And guys, tonight, the time to celebrate, enjoy the win, and then tomorrow it's back to the practice court, into the film room, and time to prepare for what's ahead. But what a moment tonight, and a great time for this franchise.
And they'll represent the East in a final series that's mere days away. And that about wraps it up for Clark Kellogg, Steve Kerr, and Doris Burke, and the whole crew from 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan saying so long, and thanks for watching the NBA Eastern Conference Finals. Now let's take a look at the Jordan Player of the Game.
Time changes, new faces, old best friends, new strangers, new watch just to keep up with the paces, new game plan off the new places. I got a feeling I could win this race. I found my pace. The only thing that you can do for me is please stay about my way. Don't come around my way unless you got something to pay. I'm trying to find a place where I can free my mind.